Yeah, it's episode 7.
Okay, well, here we go then. Hello and
Okay.
welcome to episode 7 of the Death and Decomp podcast. My name's Dr. Amanda Rowe.
I'm Dr. Leon Higley, and we have Dr. Amanda Rowe coming live during the middle of an experiment from her laboratory on the campus of the College of St. Mary in Omaha, Nebraska.
That's right.
So inquiring minds want to know what's going on with these questing ticks.
Well, they're all over the place. That's what the answer is. So for those of you who are interested in the setup, it looks something like this. So that container has a dead, very dead rabbit in it that is in float stage. We got some blow foam in there, actually. This one is our control, so it has nothing in it. This is our chamber that the ticks go in, and that black briefcase looking thing behind it is the olfactometer, and that is what pulls the air out of the chamber while pushing air into it. So we're pulling out the same amount of air that we are pushing in. And there is a tick in there right now. It is a female, and she is just going around and around and around the edge. So not making a choice. We take out 5 at a time and put them in these sort of holding chambers. We acclimate them for 5 minutes. And then when we're done with them, they get put in the used bucket. Wah, wah, wah.
Used female. That's so sad.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. There's used males too.
Okay, good. There's no sexism in the lab. That's good to know.
We're equal opportunity here. So yeah, they get 15 minutes to make a choice. And if you zoom in here to the olfactometer, to the chamber, this is the side that the odor is coming through. This is the side that's just regular air. And so if they make a choice, they drop down into one of these chambers here. And it's mostly a waiting game.
So. How many are choosing? What percentage would you say?
Choosing odor?
No, choosing anything.
Oh, over half.
Okay.
Yeah, the last round yesterday, none of the males made a choice. And on the first day, like hour 0, very few of them made a choice. But at 24 hours, 48 and 72, there were more choices.
And there's a lot more odor too, right?
A lot more odor. Today especially. I can tell you that our olfactometer is for sure working because I took the chamber lid off and I can smell it. So this is what we're doing.
And aren't you supposed to have a student with you?
My student's at work today. That's why I'm doing it for her.
That's noble. That's noble of you.
It is, but it gave me a chance. So I was looking for this old Irish sweater that I had bought at a secondhand store like ages ago, and I couldn't remember if I still had it. And in the process of looking for it, I found my insect paper umbrella. So that one has dragonflies, and that one has butterflies.
Oh, they're very nice.
Yeah, so I got to hang them up in the lab.
Undoubtedly a fire hazard that'll have to be removed.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. But they're there now, so.
Well, this is awesome. So how many more do you have to do?
8.
And then how many hours out is this for the rabbit?
We're at day 6. So
a lot.
96, 120.
And so 24.
24.
124.
0.
No, 144. What am I thinking? 6 times
144. Yeah.
So how far are you going, or is this it?
144 is the end.
Excellent. Excellent. So you'll be done after today.
Yes.
And how are you going to dispose of the rabbits?
Put them in biohazard bags.
Oh, very good. Make it somebody else's problem. I endorse that thinking.
That's right. Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. Other than that, that's all that's been on my mind. Making sure we got compressed air, that ran out. So now we're back to using the air compressor. So we had to make sure our pressure was consistent. We got that worked out. It's working, so I'm not gonna mess with it.
I was feeling badly about you buying those that air compressor when it didn't look like you were going to use it, but now it turns out to be brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll return. So I bought two, one other, and I think I'll end up returning the more powerful one because that regulated on, like it turned on and off, on and off, on and off. And this one just stays on always, so it helps regulate the pressure a bit better.
Very good.
Not as high. The olfactometer pressure is right around 10 psi, but it's enough to blow odor in first.
Well, that seems reasonable to me.
Yeah. I do think so. This was not the original setup that we had ordered. We're making it work, but because of Pick's biological behavior to climb up on top of something, I think we might have to make little like screen cones that'll fit over the top of those openings.
Oh, so they could climb up on the screen?
So they can climb on the screen, right. So if they climb up a screen over one of the holes, that would be a choice. Because I realized during the first trial that going down into something goes against their behavior. So like that right now, I don't know if I can get it to show up, but oh yeah. So there's the tick right there.
Oh, it's nowhere near. It's crawling up the
slab.
Oh, yep. For God's sakes.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. What are you drinking today?
It's water.
Just water?
Yeah. Do you have something in the office?
I do. Yeah, I'm just coming in to grab it. So I have a different cup today. This is my office cup, gifted to me by a high school friend when we were no longer in high school, and the tea in it is Tetley's round tea bags. Fit nicely into the bottom of the cup.
I think as long as we're in your office, you ought to share some of the art that's on the wall, because that skull is looking very prominent to your right.
Yeah, I have a lot of art. So the great big paintings, insect paintings here are by our friend Jessa using Redinger. She is an amazing artist and tattoo artist now. And then interspersed, I have just like art that I picked up at Comic-Cons. Vast array of art at Comic-Cons. There's insects. That's maggot art from a student. Those two, let's see if we can see them a little better. I don't know if we can. Oh, the glare. Those are grasshopper diagrams that were drawn by my grandma in country school.
Oh my goodness.
Minnesota. Yeah, she found them. She got an A- and she changed it to a plus. She got in trouble. What else do we got? Yeah, just this is it. That's what it looks like. Going back to our keep calm and carry on.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Got your diplomas up there. That makes you official.
Of course. Yeah, I got my AMP poster here. Madagascar cockroaches, we're rocking it. We have blue death feigning beetles over here. So we got a lot going on in here.
It looks that way.
Yeah. What's your dragon fighter behind you?
Oh, that is I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's St. George fighting the dragon, and that's actually a door that would go on a beehive.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I've got it stuck to the wall.
The bottom notch there would be the entrance and exit.
Yeah, that's right. Phyllis. Wow, I'm not going to take it off the wall because I've got some really strong tack on that. Yeah, Phyllis brought that back for me from Slovenia.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if my interior designer approves of having it in the dining room. I don't remember if I was allowed to have insect-based imagery or insect-related imagery in the dining room or not.
You can. I have plans to put lots of insect related imagery in.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, if
Yeah.
I could, I'd show you the art on the insect art on the other wall, but unlike you, I can't move my camera around with any ease.
You're
So
non-mobile today.
I'm non-mobile most days. Let's be honest. So,
I do have to say, I'm liking the plaid shirt.
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for the blue collar look today.
It's
So,
very lumberjack. I dig
yes,
it.
that's exactly right. I feel like I should be singing a spam song, something like that, while I'm wearing it. So.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I don't know what to talk about. We were going to talk a little bit about court stuff, but I don't know. The excitement of you being in your office and laboratory kind of dominates the session here.
On location.
On location. Oh, speaking of which, I will likely be on location. If things go well, I'll be on location next weekend in Indiana to pick up the first installment of the Neil Haskell Insect Collection, bringing that to the University of Nebraska.
That's exciting news.
Yeah, I've got to get a truck reserved and the whole deal with the logistics of it. But yeah, it will be exciting. They gave me a room up on the 9th floor to store things in temporarily, which will just be great. So,
Pardon?
mm-hmm. Yeah. One of
Nice.
I didn't know it, but the 9th floor has a small conference room. So I get to use that conference room for the chambers.
I didn't even realize that Hardin Hall had 9 floors.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Great views up there.
Yeah, I bet. That used to be a hotel, right?
That once upon a time it was. In fact, they had a restaurant that I had eaten in early days. Oh, it's exciting. So is this time to change?
Yeah.
So
just floating around, walking around the glass dome.
Not making a choice.
Not making a choice. It's okay. This is our first trial, and it gives us a chance to sort of work out the kinks and figure out where we need to make changes. Considering this is the first time we've ever had our equipment working, I feel like it's going okay.
Yeah.
So, not ideal, but okay.
Do you have the money for chicks to do other trials?
Yeah, I think so. We have enough to do 4, I believe. Part of the problem of having a black lab bench with dark colored ticks is that sometimes they drop down. But also, I just want to reiterate how gross they can be. And just put that out there.
The rabbit doesn't bother me as much as those ticks do.
Agreed.
They creep me out.
Do we need to put like a warning on this episode?
Yeah. Well, at least we don't have the macro lenses, so they're not seeing the ticks close up.
No, but I did show the rabbit. I don't know.
That rabbit just looked like a fuzzy pillow.
It was a concern because after 2 days, not much was happening. And it was because my lab was so cold. Because outside was so cold, and I have those great big windows right there, which I love because it gives me some light, but they let in a lot of air. But it seems to be trucking right along now. So I'm not too concerned.
What kind of forceps do you use on ticks? Does it matter?
I'm using the really bendy kind.
Excellent.
Yeah, I worry the pointy ones. I don't want to accidentally poke them, and like they grip on so much anyway. Like they just grab onto anything. So having the nice bendy ones seems to work okay. We also use a lot of like spatulas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. So doing.
Do you have to write stuff in your lab notebook now, or
We have a lab whiteboard.
I don't think that's approved.
Lab whiteboard for now. My student has a lab notebook, but we keep track of it on here too, so that I can see what's going on without having to like look at her notebook all the time.
So spin back around so I can have a quick look at your questionable data. So what's the code? What's the coding on there? 0 is no choice.
No, that's an O for odor. The C is control, and NA is negative. And then we'll go back and we'll numerical code those.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We're going for ease of use and reduce mistakes. So when you're working,
if those O's are odor, that doesn't look too bad on.
No. Just looking at it, the male seems to be making the odor choice more than the female. Yeah.
I don't have an explanation for that.
I don't know. But this is science. Science.
Well, I feel like we ought to keep this episode short because you're busy doing this in the lab. I'm already feeling a little guilty about making you record while you've got the experiment going on.
Oh, well, it's okay. Just watch ticks go round and round. That's all they're doing. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Do we need to have a guest sometime?
Yeah, I think probably we should do that. I suppose I can, if I can remember to bring the gear, I can record Neil. That would be good.
Okay.
We can try that for either next week or the following week, depending on how long it takes me to edit.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, I guess I've got the gear. I can take the gear with me and do lighting and have it halfway professional looking, I suppose.
Can't be any worse than the lighting I have going on right now.
No,
I still might look like a ghost, but
yeah, we've got to get you. You need to have a lighting engineer there in the laboratory for you.
So I know. I can't help it. I was not going to drag my studio lights into the lab. That was a step too far.
Well, I've got them in my dining room, so apparently it's not too far for me. Although I'm not sure that Phyllis particularly appreciates that. So
why
not? Well, as I look here at the mounds of my crap on the dining room table, I begin to appreciate why not everybody would be willing to put up with me. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready to put up with myself, actually.
No.
So
well, I don't think I'm trying to think of like anything entomological that has happened recently, and I can't think of anything. So
no, I can't either. In fact, I can tell you my problem today is I was doing our taxes right before we did the podcast. So my head's full of potential deductions and that sort of thing. So it's kind of pushed all the entomology right off to the corners of my brain.
I get that. I get it. Well, short and sweet then.
Short and sweet this week. So
I'll give an update. I'll give an update next week about how it went for our first trial.
okay. So it's a short episode, but a short but exciting episode.
Right. Small but mighty.
So small but mighty. Very good. Okay, Amanda. Good luck with things.
All right, thanks. Bye, everybody.